Return to Subroutine. They have a title I just found out about, so let's talk about it. Sidekick Saga. This is for 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, and it should take you about 60 to 90 minutes to finish. One morning, the city of New Dover woke up to discover that all of the powerful superheroes have disappeared. Where did they all go? No one seems to know what happened to them. The gangs, thugs, minions, and villains in New Dover immediately noticed the power vacuum in the city and began to assert themselves. The city is reeling from their attacks. What can be done? The sidekicks of the superheroes haven't given up on the fight. They know that they aren't as powerful as the bad guys, but they are courageous and resourceful. They know where the heroes have helpful technologies, weapons, and even devices. To help each other out, the sidekicks have set up supply lines between themselves to share useful things. They will protect New Dover, and maybe, along the way, they can find out what happened to the superheroes. Sidekick Saga is a light legacy game of exploration, moving around the city, drafting, sharing cards cooperatively, and variable player powers. Each sidekick has separate and different powers. Hand management, playing cards appropriately, and combat, fighting bad guys. Players move around the city looking for weapons, ideas, leads, anything to help them take out the bad guys. So I hadn't heard of this company before and only just came across this title, and I'm always interested in a good superhero title. So this has a solo option. That's something else I'm always looking for. Not just games that are solo-played games, but games that aren't but can be soloed. So yes, and this is a cooperative game when you're not soloing it. So far, it's hitting a lot of my checkboxes here. The idea, the story behind this sounds fun. It sounds like it's ripped exactly from a comic book, with all the heroes disappearing and the sidekicks having to step up their game. Yeah, but I swear I've read several stories from both the major companies over the decades with something like this. So it's familiar. And familiar, well, that's good. I noticed while playing the game that it is set up like a axis of pyramid, a pyramid axis of power for the bad guys. You know, with, I don't know what all the terminology is exactly, but I think you'll follow me on this. You know, at the bottom of the pyramid is the mooks, above them the minions, then the lieutenants, and then the boss. So this also has a feel like an old school video game to me. You know, where each level you go through, you have to fight progressively tougher and tougher villains until you get to the boss phase. I like that. I grew up on that. I enjoy that there's a light RPG/legacy feel to this game, where your characters are going to get a chance to grow and become better. They're going to increase their powers. They're going to find extra gear. I mean, this is exactly what happens in the comic books. No hero is static. Over the years, they change. Their costumes change, their weapons, their powers, and this takes that into consideration. Not a lot of superhero games do, so kudos. Another thing this superhero game touches on that not everyone does, and I always appreciate when it takes this extra step, and that's it. In this game, you can either run around as a superhero or in your civilians, your secret identity, so to speak. And you can flip back and forth between the two when needed. Yeah, there are superhero games that do it, but not everyone does. So when it's there, that stands out for me. If you're not going to play through the campaign mode, another thing I like about this is that it does have a regular skirmish mode where you can just play anytime. You don't have to worry about where you are in a campaign or storyline. Just throw down for some good old-fashioned superhero, supervillain slugfest. And the final thing I noticed about this that caught my attention is the artwork, the style to this. This is all extremely thematic. Everything they did with a comic book feel and look in mind. And I appreciate that. I enjoy it. It does take that thematic sense a step further. And that helps get you further into the game. So those are the reasons that this game has attracted my attention, why it's on my gaming radar, so that hopefully one day, who knows, it may make it to my collection and then to the table. So thank you for checking this out, and find more information. Never be influenced, my friends. Be informed. That's so much better. So please, by ReTurn from Subroutine. get more information and check out Sidekick Saga.